Welcome to CTV on this Thursday night. I'm Michael McNulty.
And I'm Kyle Howes. We're now joined by Kelsey McCallister, who will tell us a little bit about this cold front that has moved in.
That's right, guys. Temperatures have dropped significantly since last night, so it's been pretty chilly, and there's snow on the ground this morning.
Yeah, and then it seemed to melt a little bit, but is it coming back?
It actually will be, and I'll give you all the details in just a minute. So,
how's the weather for Halloween looking?
Halloween's going to actually be one of the nicest days we'll have seen in this upcoming week, so it'll be really mild, but you probably will still need a coat if you're going out in Old Town or trick-or-treating. So,
very nice. I'm excited.
Yeah. So today was very cold in Fort Collins. Temperatures only reached the upper 30s. Some snow did fall last night, but it is only round one of a two-part storm. The second system will dump more snow overnight in the Fort Collins area. We only saw about an inch of snowfall last night, but it melted off around noon. We might expect more over this evening and into tomorrow, but luckily Fort Collins will be missed by the big part of the storm, but some parts of Colorado could see up to 10 inches of snow. Like I said, we can expect a couple inches of snow falling throughout the evening in the Fort Collins area. The high country will have isolated storms, and on the eastern plains it will be relatively quiet. So be sure to be careful though, because the roads will ice over through the night due to the cold temperatures and precipitation that has fallen. Looking at the highs across the state for today, Denver was 38, Fort Collins was 38, Gunnison at 41, and 25 degrees in Vail. So it was very chilly today. Tomorrow will be chilly as well. Temperatures will only reach into the 30s again. Snowfall should continue into the morning, but it should stop around 7 a.m. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Saturday, things will be cool with temperatures reaching into the mid-40s. The sun will begin to show again though. Sunday will be cool with temperatures reaching into the upper 40s with mostly sunny skies. Monday, things will begin to warm up with highs in the 60s and mostly sunny skies. Tuesday will have temperatures reaching in the 60s yet again, and Michael, Wednesday will be the warmest we will see so far with temperatures reaching into the mid-60s. That's all I have for you guys this week. Tune in tomorrow morning for my Ramrod report. I'll let you know what to wear. For CTV Weather, I'm Kelsey McCallister.
Thank you, Kelsey. We have more disturbing information from the Jessica Ridgeway case. Austin Reed Brigg appeared in court this morning. The 17-year-old suspect was taken into custody Tuesday night after his mother called Westminster police. Investigators say partial remains were found at the house where the suspect lived. Today in court, prosecutors said there was overwhelming evidence, including DNA against Brigg. Members of Jessica's family appeared in court this morning wearing her favorite color, purple. After his appearance in court, Brigg was transferred to the county jail, and he will be formally charged on October 30th. Until then, he is on a no-hold bond. If you have any more information on the case, you should still report it to Westminster Police. Well, coming up on CTV, CSU could see a major change on campus, but the outcome is still a little hazy.
And another episode of Candidate Contrast. This week's topic, women's rights. Stay tuned.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to CTV. ASCSU has just recently turned its attention to smoking on campus after students expressed that smoking has become a nuisance.
From these complaints, ASCSU Director of Health decided to create a student voice survey in order to gain feedback from the student and faculty populace. ASCSU Chief of Staff and Press Secretary talks about what they plan to see from this survey moving forward.
We're just in exploratory stages right now, and so any feedback that we get from these surveys is definitely all that we were looking for. Right now, we're not really planning on doing anything in regards to banning anything or putting a limit on tobacco use within a certain amount of feet of buildings.
Students express how they would feel if this ban was issued on campus.
Obviously being happy, that's just another thing I have to deal with, going to school, like, oh, great, I have to walk off campus to have a cigarette. Realistically, it'd be kind of pain in the butt, to have to walk off campus to have a cigarette, which takes about 3 minutes to smoke. The walk itself there and back is going to cut a lot of time out,
Well, the smokers at least would not appreciate it since, that's kind of their moment to themselves almost. It's also kind of a social thing as well, you know, like you definitely meet people just because of smoking as well. I'm not like, you know, promoting it by any means, but I feel like if it was banned, you know, having to walk like all across campus to like, you know, what is it, Prospect and Laurel, I mean, I feel like a lot of the smokers would be pretty pissed about that.
ASCSU plans to present the results of the survey to multiple consuls on campus moving forward.
With just 12 days until this year's election, time is running out to find the candidate who best represents your vote. Don't worry, though, because CTV and the Collegian have teamed up to help. Here's tonight's episode of Candidate Contrast.
In this episode, women's rights. The economy and healthcare are election buzzwords for all Americans, but are at the forefront of women's concerns. Economically, women earn 77 cents for every dollar men make, and health-wise, many women want access to reproductive and preventative care options. Obama wants women to have equal opportunity economically and related to healthcare choices. He signed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act in 2009 that allowed people to file unfair pay complaints within 180 days of a discriminatory paycheck. He plans to protect a woman's right to make her own health decisions and end health insurance discrimination.
The contraception fight in particular was illuminating. It was like being in a time machine.
Romney's focus is on putting women back to work with a strengthened economy. As governor, he chose a female lieutenant governor and a female chief of staff. Romney replaced Massachusetts' Office of Affirmative Action, which had civil rights officers monitor the hiring of minorities, women, and those with disabilities, with a state diversity office. He also wants to return abortion lawmaking power to the states by overturning Roe v. Wade, and would like to end federal funding for abortion advocates like Planned Parenthood.
And so we took a concerted effort to go out and find women who had backgrounds that could be qualified to become members of our cabinet. I went to a number of women's groups and said, can you help us find folks?
You can see more candidate contrasts and in-depth election coverage at our website, CTV11news.com.
Coming up on CTV, CSU Goes Medieval.
A new jousting club has been approved by the University Slice Office. Reporter Wayne Stafford has the story.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
There are almost 500 clubs and organizations here at CSU, and that number grows with every semester. Recently added to the list is the Jousting Club at Colorado State. CTV reporter Wayne Stafford has the story.
Jousting, the medieval sport brought back to life here at CSU.
Are you here for Jousting Club?
Yeah.
Cool!
Approved this October 12th, the Jousting Club promotes equestrian light armor jousting in a way that is safe and fun.
It doesn't matter whether you're experienced or not. Through the Jousting Club at CSU, they'll give you the know-how and a little bit of armor, and even you can be a jousting machine.
The club meets in front of the Animal Sciences building every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and buses down to Johnstown for training at Night Wind Stables with their instructor Patrick Lamke, also known as the Black Knight.
So I keep my horses here. I wrangle and kind of train most of people's horses around here, but mine are set for the jousting. He likes to be my arm wrestler. Okay. Been with horses for 25 years. I've been jousting for 25 years. Okay, let's do it. Let's get the guys going. Rock and roll.
Members may be any size, age, or gender, and riding experience is not required. Reporting, Wayne Stafford, CTV News.
Oh, my word.
For more information on how you can join CSU's Jousting Club, contact the organization's officer and founder, Chrissy Miller, at 720-635-6853.
Well, coming up after the break, local tastes, not your cup of tea? We'll take a look at one tea house in Old Town serving up some international flavors.
And Melanie Rose is back with her top 3 scariest movies. You won't want to miss this.
Hi there, I'm Ryan Green.
And I'm Kirsten Swanson. Join us on the plaza for our live Halloween show.
That's right, we'll be here, but we'll be in costume. We're not going to tell you what we're going to be. You have to be here to see it.
We'll see you then.
Welcome back to CTV. Allison Hall hosted a unique international event this week, and reporter Olethea Brown was there to capture the experience.
Tea comes from all over the world, and CSU students had a chance to experience some international teas this week. Guide puts on numerous events throughout the semester, and they brought Happy Lucky's Tea House to Allison Hall. Guide decided on a tea event for numerous reasons.
This would be a great way to spread diversity, kind of learn about how different cultures view tea.
An employee from Happy Lucky's Tea House spent time explaining the numerous tea samples to students.
We brought teas that represent the 5 different types of just pure leaf teas. So all tea comes from the tea plant, Camellia sinensis. We brought a white tea, a green tea, an oolong, a black tea, and a pu'er.
Not only did students have a chance to gain some tea knowledge, they also got to critique their tea experience. Some tea lovers seem to really enjoy the event.
I'm a tea enthusiast. I drink tea all the time, at least like 2 cups a day. I was really excited to see what other teas were out there other than just like the Celestial.
Even if you're not too fond of tea, you can still find a peaceful tea house useful. If you want a chance to catch up on some reading or stop by and try some new teas, head on down to Old Town and experience some great international teas.
For more information on the Tea House, visit happyluckies.com. And now I'll throw it over to Melanie Rose with this week's Celebrity Countdown.
Welcome to the Halloween edition of Celebrity Countdown. I'm Melanie Rose. He's Ryan Green. Ryan, what are you going to be for Halloween?
I'm going to be Dexter from my favorite TV show. If you haven't seen Dexter, get on it. What are you going to be?
I'm going to be a hungry hippo.
Well, you've been training for life. But all kidding aside, I do like your earrings.
You are so mean, but thank you. So for today's show, we're going to go over our top 3 favorite scary movies of all time. Ryan Green, what's yours?
Number 3, it's actually a tie between The Shining and Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby, kind of dull in the beginning, but the rest of the movie was just absolutely scary, especially the end. The Shining, of course, always a classic. Jack Nicholson, you can't go wrong there. What about you?
You know what? I gotta take it. Hocus Pocus. Come on, ladies. I mean, a classic. Has a talking cat, Sarah Jessica Parker, and a really cute kid in it. Love it. Till this day, I love it. Now, my number 2 pick is the first 3 movies of Paranormal Activity. Now, I don't know about you, but these movies spook me every time.
Well, not all 3 movies for me. My number 2 pick is just the first Paranormal Activity. I thought when they introduced the first-person camera for the first time, that was freaking scary. So, yeah, I agree. Paranormal Activity, great movie series.
Yeah, seriously. Have you seen the 4th one?
No.
You want to go see it?
No.
For my number 1 pick of the season is Sinister.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah, this movie was so scary, and what I liked about it is I've never seen another scary movie like it.
Yeah, we actually saw it together, and Melanie, I'm surprised you saw it because you were hiding your face the whole time.
I really was. It was terrifying.
And my number 1 pick would actually be the original Exorcist. I saw this when I was little, so maybe that's the reason it scares me so much, but I just think a possessed little girl is the scariest thing ever, especially when she's crawling backwards down the stairs. That's absolutely scary to me. When her head turned all the way around, I think I cried.
See, I watched that movie recently, and I thought it was so dumb.
No one asked you, Melanie. This is my 3.
Oh, and that was our Halloween edition of Celebrity Countdown. To watch the rest of our shows, go on CTV11news.com. And for a friendly reminder, ladies, I've never seen a nurse with cleavage.
No shame in covering yourselves up. And actually, Melanie, the scariest movie I think I've ever seen is the video of your birth.
And to think, I was going to take you trick-or-treating.
Oh, come on. It was a joke.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Check out our website, CTV11news.com, for any stories you saw tonight.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook for news updates. And be sure to tune in for our live show on the Plaza next Wednesday at noon. Have a great night.